In the humans, the main organs responsible for the respiration are present in the thoracic cavity. In the thorax region, the ribcage and the dome-shaped fibrous tissue are known as the diaphragm are observed present within the ribcage are the pleural membrane which enclose the lungs. The right lung is divided in three lobes: the right superior, right middle, and the right inferior lobe. The left lung is smaller than and has only two lobes, that is left superior and left inferior lobe. Both lungs are associated externally with the smaller tubular bronchi with unite and the extend into the trachea. The trachea has completely C-shaped rings of cartilage which prevents the travel walls from the collapsing. The trachea leads into the pharynx which is connected to the nostril. As we breathe in, and the oxygen molecule enters through the nostril and travels downwards through the pharynx and trachea to finally reach the bronchi. From each bronchus, oxygen travels into the lungs. Within the lungs, the bronchus divides repeatedly to form the bronchioles. Oxygen travels through these bronchioles and reaches the alveoli, each of which is surrounded by the network of capillaries. A section of one alveolus shows the presence of the numerous alveolar chambers with the pores. Blood contained RBC is seen flowing through the capillaries. The oxygen molecule from the alveolus diffuses into the capillaries and get absorbed by the bluish purple RBC. This causes the oxygenation of the RBC and the transition of the color from the bluish purple to red is observed. The blood moving into the alveolus contain RBC and the carbon dioxide molecule. These molecules are released into the alveolus. The carbon dioxide collects in the alveolar chamber and then from the alveolus it travels through the bronchioles into the bronchus. Finally, it reaches the trachea and is breathed it out through the nostrils. So, the process of breathing in the air reaching the oxygen is called inhalation. After the contraction of the muscular diaphragm, the lungs expands and the air rushes into in the resulting the inflation of the alveoli. During the exhalation, the diaphragm moves up and the lungs contracts. The alveolar deflated causing the air to be forced out. Is this exhaled air is reached in the carbon dioxide. This process of inhalation and exhalation is known as respiration, which is approximately 20 times per minute. Summary in the thorax region, the rib cage and the diaphragm are observed, which plays a vital role in the respiration. Present within the rib cage on the pleural membrane which enclose the lungs. The right lung consists of three lobes, while left lung has only two lobes. Both the lungs are associated externally with the bronchi, which is unite and extend into the trachea. As we breathe, the oxygen molecule enters the nostril and travels downwards through the pharynx and the trachea to the finally reaches to the bronchi. From each bronchus, oxygen travels into the lungs. Within the lungs, the bronchus divides repeatedly to form the bronchioles. Oxygen travels through these bronchioles and reaches to the alveoli, each of which is surrounded by the network of blood capillaries. As blood flows through the capillaries, the oxygen molecules from alveolus diffuses into the capillaries. This causes the oxygenation of RBC. Students, the carbon dioxide molecule are released into the alveolus